Verse 16, for Israel is stubborn like a stubborn calf. Ooh, like a stubborn calf?
Heifer.
Okay, oh, heifer? Oh boy, that's even worse. Yo, heifers?
That's cute.
If you read the rest of that, he also mentions a lamb, doesn't he? So he's got a heifer and a little lamb. Which one do you want to be? We all want to be lambs, don't we, Pam? Because we learned all about those.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, this is the difference. Cattle can roam on an open range, and they are not subject to predators. But a lamb, a little lamb, gets separated from the flock, and the shepherd loses that little lamb. Boy, they're open prey, aren't they? So if you act like a stubborn cow, God's saying, don't expect to be treated like an obedient sheep. Stubborn? I will never give this up. Don't you ever ask this of me. Oh, okay, you want to be a stubborn cow? Okay, he's a gentleman. He'll let us go so far, but if we really belong to him, he will pry those fingers loose.
Amen.
Verse 17, Ephraim is joined to idols. And then he says something that none of us want to hear. Let him alone. Ooh, do you want to hear that spoken of you? I'm going to pick on Jeanette, because she's my friend. Jeanette is joined to idols. Leave her alone. I mean, Michele is joined to idols. Put your own name in there. Leave her alone. Wow. Idols. What idols do we have in our life? What is it that we have in our life that we'll say, I will never give this up? Never. At one time I said I wouldn't give up my children. I would never be able to do that. I had to give up my little boy. That was the hardest thing I ever did. We should never say, I will never give this up. Because we might be called to give it up. Are we going to resist? Are we going to hold back on our restraint? Are we going to deny truth? Are we going to yield to what it is? What is that idol in your life? That's a question that I need to ask too daily. It's not like you take care of it once and for all, is it? Those things crop up again and again and again. Verse 18, their drink is rebellion. They commit harlotry continually. Her rulers dearly love dishonor. The wind has wrapped her up in its wings, and they shall be ashamed because of their sacrifices. Will we be ashamed because of our sacrifices? I pray not. When the mighty army comes against them, the Assyrian army, God is saying, God will simply leave Ephraim alone. That's what he said. We don't want to be left alone, do we? Because we need him to protect us against the armies. Spiritual armies, spiritual attack, those things that come against us. We do not want God to leave us alone. Luke 22, 31 and 32. Would someone read that when you find it, please?
Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has demanded permission to sift you like wheat. But I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail, and you, when once you have turned again, strengthened by your brothers.
Oh, isn't that good? Satan has asked permission to sift you like wheat. Who else did Satan ask permission to go after? Say it again. Job. He always has to ask permission. Our God is sovereign. But what is it that Terry just read? Jesus said that he's prayed for Peter. Can you say that part again, Terry, please?
But I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail, and you, when once you have turned again, strengthen your brothers.
Yeah. I have prayed for you. Jesus himself has prayed for us, ladies. And I'm going to give you an assignment, all right? Write this down. John 17. Carrie knows what that is. She knows how to read. You don't have to read it tonight, but write it down, please, because this is what Jesus has prayed for you. Jesus, the Jesus we read about in John 1:1 and John 1:14. So if you want to know what Jesus has prayed for you personally, read John 17 this week. In fact, you could just do that during your whole week of spending time with God. Split it up into 7, sections and meditate on that, John 17. It's such a comfort when you read the words of what Jesus Christ has prayed for us. We don't want him to leave us alone, do we? We want him to protect us from our spiritual enemies. We also want him to protect us from what else? Ourselves. We blame a lot on the devil, don't we? Like Flip Wilson, the older people in the room will remember. Let's say it all together. Tell the youngsters what it is Flip Wilson used to say. Go. The devil made me do it. Okay, Flip Wilson used to say it. So no matter what, whatever went wrong, whatever he did, the devil made him do it. Okay? But you know what? We can get ourselves in enough trouble all by ourselves without any help from the devil, right? Yeah. And so we need to be protected also from ourselves. We don't want God to leave us alone. We want him to have an active, vital, living relationship with us so that he can protect us. Not hedge us in a bad way, not keep us from having any fun, but that he would protect us.